Hey folks, how you doing? Brian Blessing. Glad to be with you from Las Vegas. BangTheBook.com. Follow along on Twitter at BangTheBook and the Sports Betting Podcast. Great information. Let's talk about the NFL and some of the movers that are out there. New Orleans is a 9-point favorite against Chicago. The total, they're bet from 48 down to 47.5. So that's professional money bringing this to the under. You would think this is a correlated parlay. If you like Chicago, you got to like a lower scoring game with Trubisky. So I would look for some money to come in on Chicago as the week progresses. Atlanta 4.5 against the Jets. Total on the game's 46. That number's held pretty true. Jets let one get away against Miami. Let's see what the Falcons do on the road here after playing the Patriots. Carolina, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was a 2.5-point favorite. It's down to 2. The total on the game's gone from 44, and it is up to 46. Tampa Bay, Winston, their offense got rolling last week in Buffalo, but they fell short. San Francisco's at Philly, 12 up to 12.5, cross-court country trip for the Niners in this spot. And you wonder, the total's from 47.5 down to 46. Things looking great for the Eagles, but the Monday night winner, you wonder if the air's out of the balloon a little bit after a big division win. Oakland and Buffalo, this is an interesting number because Oakland is so public in Vegas. Buffalo's a 3-point favorite to start. I thought that was actually a little bit high. It's down to 2.5, and you may see more Raiders money. Carr's back in the lineup. They have extra time to prepare, but they are heading east to play an early game. The total on the game's gone up from 44.5 to 45.5. This Bills defense leading the NFL in takeaways. Indianapolis and Cincinnati. Cincinnati up to 10.5. 8.5 was the opener there. The total on the game is 41. I don't know how much play it is on Cincinnati as opposed to a fade on Indianapolis. Chargers and New England. New England 7.5. It's down to 7. You know, the one thing about the Chargers, they're ultra competitive. Seems like they come up short in a lot of games, but they did handily beat Denver last week. Houston and Seattle. Seattle 5.5-point favorite. What they're betting here is the over from 43 up to 46. Watson has been really, really good for this Texans team. I think you might see more form in the running back as well in this spot. And then Dallas and Washington, a pick. It's gone up to 2. Dallas favored on the road because Elliott's still in the lineup as that situation is still pending with the NFL. Total on the game is 50.5. Then we get to the night games. Pittsburgh, 3 down to 2.5 for their visit to Detroit. Surprisingly, the total 45. It's up to 45.5 slightly. The one thing you get is this home road dichotomy with Pittsburgh's offense. Really good at home, really suspect on the road, although they did beat Kansas City, but that was a defensive battle. And then you've got Denver and Kansas City, 7.5. It's down to 7. It's a division game. Total on the game from 44 down to 43.5. And again, Denver's one of these teams really good at home. You don't know what you're going to get when the Broncos take their act on the road. Always checking the line movements, trying to stay ahead of the number. BangTheBook.com. Follow along on Twitter at BangTheBook. Always inviting you to check out the Sports Betting Podcast. It's always great information. Always glad to be with you from Las Vegas. I'm Brian Blessing here at BangTheBook.com.